The end of Ryan Reynolds and Alanis Morissette's engagement caused a lot of pain, but it also inspired some great music. From career envy to quick rebounds, here's what caused the Canadian stars to split. Singer Alanis Morissette and actor Ryan Reynolds might be happily married to other people now, but once upon a time they were engaged to be married. The Canadian transplants initially met at a birthday party for Drew Barrymore back in 2002, eventually getting engaged in 2004. However, by 2007 it was all over. If Alanis Morissette's music is anything to go by, the breakup wasn't her idea. In fact, the singer-songwriter has openly admitted that her 2008 album Flavors of Entanglement was inspired by the split. Discussing the song Torch, Morissette told Access Hollywood, "It's really about my grief. I think the most painful, sort of suffering-oriented moments in my life are when I'm resisting something. If I just say, it's true, I'm unbelievably insecure, really broken, devastated, then I can move through it toward the next place. But if I keep resisting it, I'll stay there forever." The lyrics to Torch seem to indicate that Morissette didn't see the split coming, for as each refrain comes to a close, she sings, "I never dreamed I would have to lay down my torch for you like this." All told, Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds were together for around 4 years before announcing their split in February 2007. Despite the seriousness of their relationship, Reynolds seemed to have no trouble moving on after the breakup. In fact, E! News reports that the Deadpool star went public with his budding relationship with Scarlett Johansson just 2 months later. Naturally, the timing of this new romance raised some eyebrows. Whereas Morissette seemingly remained grief-stricken by the split, Reynolds publicly moved on without much of a grace period. To make matters even worse, Reynolds' new romance was far from a rebound. Reynolds and Johansson confirmed their engagement in May 2008 and then tied the knot in September of the same year.
We'll see about that.
Much like his relationship with Morissette, Ryan Reynolds' marriage to Scarlett Johansson wasn't meant to be. E! News reports the pair announced their split in December 2010. The Marriage Story star reportedly blamed their divorce on the competitive dynamic that arose between them due to their similar careers. In April 2015, she told Parade, "Marriage takes a man who's not only confident in the love that you have for one another, but confident in what he has going on in his own career. He has to be in a field that's completely different from yours." Although she didn't name him directly, it's widely believed she was reflecting on her failed marriage to Reynolds at this point in the interview. While Reynolds and Morissette enjoyed separate careers, it's unclear if the Red Notice actor was impacted by Morissette's accomplishments in Hollywood at the time. Not only had she earned a recurring TV role on Nip Tuck, but in 2006 she snagged a second Golden Globe nomination for Best Original Song with Wonderkind from The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Considering it would take more than a decade for Reynolds to receive his own Golden Globe nomination, there may have been some competition brewing in the couple's relationship. Morissette seemed to confirm as much when she later discussed her successful marriage to Mario Treadway, also known as MC Souleye. She told People, "Relationships go from infatuation to power struggle, and then most people break up. I think it's getting juicy as we're going on the third phase of helping each other heal and grow." It seems that the public nature of their relationship contributed to why Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds didn't last. While promoting her album Flavors of Entanglement, Morissette hinted that the pressure of having a relationship with another celebrity may have been damaging to both of them. Speaking to Entertainment Weekly, the Hands Clean singer explained, "Public romance? I'm going to be avoiding that in the future. I think the only time I'll talk about any guy I'm with will be when I'm married with 6 kids. That guy who's with me all the time? Yeah, he's my husband." After things went south with Reynolds, Morissette also reflected that she may have jumped into romance head first a few too many times. Speaking to the Los Angeles Times, the Thank You singer reflected, "I was a full-blown love addict, so it was like, I can't keep doing this, my body can't take it. Breakups are a horrible thing for almost everybody I know. For someone who is a love addict, it's debilitating."
Well, I think happiness is a state. And it's a temporary state.
Before their separation, Alanis Morissette seemed to be on cloud 9 while engaged to Reynolds. At the time, Morissette told People, "He's just such a supportive creature. I feel so loved by him in a trampoline kind of way. He's always very happy for me." However, the two never seemed to want to progress from the engagement period to a full-blown marriage. Morissette told People they particularly enjoyed being engaged, with Reynolds elaborating, "We feel like we're already married." Even though Reynolds and Morissette had agreed to get married, their intention to actually tie the knot may not have been very strong after all. Years later, Alanis Morissette and Ryan Reynolds have fully moved on from one another. While Morissette is happily married to MC Soleil, Reynolds tied the knot with Blake Lively in September 2012. Since their split, Morissette has even publicly wished her ex well, telling the Associated Press in 2008, "I have enough distance, so to be perfectly honest, I'm not really that focused on it. I wish anyone whom I love, whether I hang out with them or not, great success and love in their life. So, Godspeed." Meanwhile, Reynolds returned the friendly sentiment in a very different fashion. In 2016, he appeared on The Today Show to promote the release of Deadpool and unexpectedly broke out into a rendition of his ex's iconic hit, Ironic. Even in the face of so much pain and confusion, at least the former partners can laugh about their messy split all these years later.